Hey, what's up everyone? I hope you're all having a wonderful day or night, but for now, let's get into the video.
You notice that the men who have money never have a problem with the women who like material things, but the men that don't have money make it a huge issue. Is that a coincidence?
Yes or no, whatever the answer is that you want to hear. Have you ever noticed that those men with money never marry one of you queens who make everything about money, and then as soon as you reach a certain age you start begging those men without that much money for a burger? Is that a coincidence? Nah, more like looking at all the examples before you but thinking you're special.
It honestly should be a tax write-off. There should be giant tax write-offs for women just needing to be a woman, alive, presentable, done. Do you know how much time, money, do you know how expensive it is for a woman to just be alive and presentable? I'm no low maintenance girly, okay? I understand that. I'm a high maintenance, but that's fine. I pay for it. I manage that. I'm the one that has to deal with the high maintenance-ness. Sometimes I really wish I could be the girl that literally does mascara and that's it and runs out the door, doesn't get her nails done. That would be, I would have so much more time in life and just did ponytails every day. Or maybe if I was just a man, maybe I should just be a man.
Oh, you absolutely should. You're gonna love it. Listening to one of you complaining about how they like to spend money, and even though it's their choice to spend all that money, they should get stuff for free. Oh, that's the best part. That's the biggest reason for me why I love being a man.
Just get what I want when I'm dating because I train men like dogs. There's 3 things you can do to train a man like a dog. Number 1, and the most important to me, is give him tasks to complete. Whatever problem you have, if he can fix it, he can progress with you. If he can't or he says no, he's a little anyway and you don't want a failure in your life. 2 is positive reinforcement. Just like dogs, men need positive reinforcement to reward them. Whatever it is that he's done, show him appreciation, thank him. Use your words, use a smile, like be kind, be nice. Your energy is so important and that's what he wants to take from you, your energy. Number 3, have clear boundaries. If he's disrespected you, if he's not paying you attention, if he's doing things that you don't like, withdraw your attention, withdraw your time, your availability.
Yeah, alright. Since we're talking about being disrespectful, shouldn't it be illegal to crossbreed a dog and a hog? But no, hey, princess, you do you. Things that work for her in dating, and yet she's still single, so what exactly is it working for you in dating? Nah, whatever. Just keep in mind that if you don't let one of these things train you, you're a horrible person.
How do you train a man like a dog? There's 2 types of men that you cannot train. First one is a feminine man. A man in his feminine energy that wants to be wooed, wants you to see him as a prize, is not someone you can train. This type of man is disguised as a man, but actually he's a little bitch. I see this a lot with pretty boys and TikTok boys. If a man ever posts a thirst trap, just know he's a total little bit. Immediate cross off. Number 2 is a man that doesn't like you. It is literally that simple. If a man doesn't like you and he doesn't see you as his dream girl, he will not do all of these things for you. He will not give you the world because he doesn't see you as his world. How do you know if you're his world? You will know. My ex worshipped the ground I walked on and I felt it every single day. Question anything he does, you won't doubt him. He's an action over words kind of man and you'll feel it.
I wasn't even expecting a happy ending to this story, and yet, without fail, she delivered just that. I trained my ex, he worshipped me, and now he's gone. And that's her proof for success in dating. Princess, if your success in dating is getting dumped, then you're crushing it.
I hear so much. Oh, standards for men are just so unrealistic these days. Like, bro, you got a car and a job? Fantastic, hit me up. That's it. That's all it takes. I can be the pretty one. I can be the funny one. I can be the smart one. I don't care. If you work on something and you own something, good enough. Okay, good.
Well, in my defense, I didn't knew that. If all I had to do is own something, well, I do. I own 30,000 euros that needs to be paid by next year. So how do you feel about me DMing you now? No, I'm just messing with you, of course. It's not 30,000, it's just 24,000 since I started paying already. But that's not the issue. The issue is that we keep getting mixed signals.
They want a housewife, but they don't have a house. They're worried about gold diggers. They ain't got no gold. You want a feminine woman. You are the feminine woman.
Because I have no gold. Well, yeah, but I mean, I do have a job. Well, 2 actually. But there are quite a few men out there who have gold and they also have a house. Oh, but none of them want you, do they? That's why we're on TikTok trying to bash men you don't want when in fact you're complaining about men you can't get.
I have a question. Where are all the good men at?
And I am being so serious right now. I am being for real. I want to know where the good men are at. If you're someone who dates men and also hates men, I feel like those things are at conflict. To heal from it, I want to move on, but I feel like where I'm lacking and where we are lacking societally is just having these positive examples of men being good, men being safe, men being trustworthy. So if you have examples of this, I want to know about it. Please share about it. Men, if you're seeing this, please chime in, please pipe in. Like, are we safe with you? How can we feel safe with you? How can we stop carrying around this hate for men?
No idea. But what exactly do you mean by good man? There is no such thing as a good man. If there was, you wouldn't be hating all men. And your biggest proof there is no such thing as a good man is that no man wants you. If there ever existed a good man on this planet, he will be all over you. Because what man in his right mind will want a woman who hates him?
Honestly, if women treated men the same way men have treated women, like, they would be pissing their panties right now. And it's just funny because they be always trying to call women emotional and whatever, but let a woman make so much as a joke about a man. It's like a man would not last a day in a prepubescent girl's shoes. Like, he literally would not. Those fools can't even handle a joke. Meanwhile, we've spent our entire lives being called dishwashers, being body shamed, all that shit, even by people we know and love. And, like, that's just a regular day to us. Like, we've been desensitized to that. But let a girl make one joke, one sly little comment about a man.
Men are emotional and they dare to call us women emotional. I mean, good point, princess. Of course, we already know what she means by making a joke. She went on TikTok, she started bashing men for no reason because that's the content that TikTok is pushing. And now when people hold her accountable, they're emotional. Because men, right?
Does anybody else think that it's odd that we teach our daughters what to expect from men but not how to treat them, and we teach our sons how to treat women but not what to expect from them? I've got a son and I do not want him to grow up in a world where he's expected to treat women well, but he has absolutely zero expectations of how those women are supposed to treat him. We need to be treating our sons and daughters equally so that our daughters grow up expecting to be treated well, but so do our sons. It really scares me to think that my son might grow up, move out of this house and no longer receive the love that he deserves.
Does anybody else think it's hard? Not really. That's what men have been saying for years. And if I'm completely honest, that's not even the worst part. Some girl will expect something from your son. That's nothing. He'll be introduced, unfortunately, sooner rather than later to women hating him simply for being a man. That's also what we've been saying for years, and that's something you need to address. Because when we do, we're called a whole bunch of names.
Let's break down the psychology behind men that hate women. If you want to call men that hate women men. It's actually not that deep. These same men, these dusty, crusty, cynical, bitter men that you see online, just lurking around the internet like sad ghosts, invariably in the comment section of beautiful women. These are the same guys, IRL, that can't even make eye contact with a woman, much less talk to a woman without glitching like a Windows 98 computer. These men have been hurt by a woman before, either their mother or a romantic interest, and it really messed them up, and it gave them this perpetual chip on their shoulder and a hatred towards women as a whole.
No, it doesn't. Find me a single man that went online and said, yeah, I hate women. How about the psychology behind men hating women is then she proceeds to call men a bunch of names. The men in your comments simply stating something like, what the hell did I do? Those are not the men who hate women. And yes, they'll be calling you dumb because you are, even though you're trying to use some psychology talk, because who doesn't? But they're calling you dumb because you are, not because they hate women. Find me a single man who went online and said something like, we're about to see, but about women.
I have been seeing so many videos of women like dismissing the male loneliness epidemic and almost like making fun of it. I just feel like that's not helpful. Like, I feel like we need to be more solution oriented, like the same way men are with women's issues. Like when we're talking about our issues, like the wage gap, they're like, shut up, bitch. Like, that's actionable. So with the male loneliness epidemic, I'm like, okay, let's think of a solution. And I've been saying this for years. Put them in jail. Just put them in jail. They can hang out together and they can like play their sports and do activities. And if they feel like it, they can like look each other in the eye and just talk about their feelings, but that's probably stupid. That probably wouldn't do anything. I'm anti-incarceration, and obviously I would be so sad to see them go. But if that's what they need, then that's what they need.
Okay, too mild for you? Well, how about this one?
I think that there's some confusion when I talk about my misandry and how it's like the closest thing I've ever found to religion. Because, I'll talk about how I hate men and how hating men brings me the joy that feminism brings feminists. And I'll see a lot of comments, in my comment section, and they won't, they'll be from men and women, but they'll basically make this point of, well, if we hate men and men hate us, how are we going to make anything better? And that's where you guys lose me. My misandry is not solution based. Why do you think I identify as a misandrist? I hate them. Why would I give a shit about the reasoning behind anything of a group of people that I hate? I don't care how anything affects men. I just know that I enjoy destroying them. What are we talking about?
I'm sorry your high school sweetheart cheated on you when you were 17. For the majority of them, this is where it comes from. Oh, but I loved him and he dumped me. I'm sorry that happened to you, but I actually don't give a I meant to post this video, but I forgot all about it until last night one of you reminded me about the story in the comments. Because you always hear about how men are doing bad things to women, but you never hear the other side.
A woman who set her childhood friend on fire after he made what she deemed misogynistic comments has been jailed for a minimum 4.5 years. Corby Walpole had hoped to receive a non-custodial sentence, but was put away for a maximum 7 years and 6 months after a judge rejected her plea for mercy. Judge Jennifer English rejected any suggestion Walpole had been provoked when she attacked Jake Loader in an act of destructive and horrifically painful violence. Walpole had faced a maximum 25 years for setting Mr. Loader ablaze as he sat on a chair in her backyard.
Am I the problem? Because please tell me why every single guy that approaches me tells me that I'm beautiful, showers me with a bunch of different compliments, tells me that he never met a girl like me, that I'm literally the most beautiful human on this entire planet, and he can't wait to spend his entire life with me just so he can sleep with me. Literally just so he can take me back home, sleep with me, and then never talk to me again. Or just pretend like he never met me before. So, am I the problem?
Yes, if you know exactly what they want from you, then don't give it to them. If you give it to them every time you hear from a guy that you're beautiful, then they're not gonna stick around. Common sense, isn't it?
We're gonna be here all day! You're stuck now!
Alright, this is gonna be it for today. As always, I do hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I still appreciate you for making it this far. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe and I will see you in the next one.